Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys my battle for week 10 of the NSTL. This week we're taking on Mid Pokemaster and his Kentucky Torracats, and this is actually the last battle of the NSTL because my week 11 opponent actually ended up forfeiting his battle. So I do technically get a win from that. I'm not entirely sure how that's ranked on the standings, but since it didn't affect playoffs and I wasn't really going to fight to have a match anyway, I'm not going to be having a week 11 match, which basically turned this battle into the final week, which is a little bit unfortunate only because I couldn't have like a last crazy week because I had this battle before the last one was forfeited to me. But it doesn't matter too much. I'm pretty much feeling about the same, where there's not much left for the season. Obviously I'm going to try to win, and that's basically all we can do. So this is probably going to be the last game of a Pokemon Draft League like format battle that I'll have, maybe ever, but at least for a very long time. So take it in while you can still get it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about this game, and then we can, you know, talk about the season or whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my best because I had this battle a little while ago now, so I don't remember all the little things. But after double checking my team, I brought a physically defensive Mega Altaria. Hopefully I didn't bring Moonblast again. I almost feel like I did, but it's hopefully Hyper Voice and Fire Blast. Roost and Defog. I have a max HP, max attack, Aegis Slash with Swords Dance, King Shield, Shadow Sneak, and Sacred Sword. Delphox has a Ghostium Z with Shadow Ball. Also has stab moves, and Dazzling Gleam might be the last one. I don't remember what the last move is. It might be Dazzling Gleam, might be Hidden Power Ice. I don't remember looking. Whoops. There is a Milotic there, kind of hiding behind. That's physically defensive. I don't remember all the moves. Definitely Scald, probably Ice Beam, maybe Dragon Tail, and Recover would be my guess. Oh, I also remember, no, I had Toxic on the Delphox. I do remember having that, so it was probably that instead of something. I don't know if I needed a fire move, honestly. Maybe no, I did. Yeah, I don't remember. Tracheon is max attack, max speed, and I have Taunt because I do Speed Tie with the Galvantula, but the plan is to lead off and taunt the Galvantula to prevent Sticky Webs and just hope I win the Speed Tie, or hope that he did not bring max speed Galvantula. Taunt could also be nice for... I'm not entirely sure what else I would use it for. I forget what else he had on his team, but these are a lot of the scary threats anyway. Pretty much stab moves, and I know I put leftovers. I think I might have had Taunt, Toxic, and then stab moves. And Roserade is Choice Scarfed, has Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Extra Sensory, and Dazzling Gleam. So that is what I brought. You can see the 6 Pokemon that he brought, and the Lopunny is a Mega Lopunny, so it's scary. Obviously Salamence is terrifying, Gargantua terrifying, but yeah. So I didn't bring. Yeah, I have 2 physically defensive mons. I'm definitely more scared of the physical offense. And especially with what he brought, I mean, the only special attackers are Galvantula and Cresselia, and I'm not too terribly worried about either one per se. I think I'll be alright. So let's go ahead and hop into battle and see how things went down. So he is going to lead off with the Galvantula, so I do lead off with Tracheon, like I said, and I am going to go for the Taunt and hope I win the Speed Tie, and I don't, and he gets up Sticky Webs, which is unfortunate. I did bring Defog on Mega Altaria, so I could still get them away, but it is a rough first turn because, you know, I wanted to prevent that from happening, and then do this, where I prevent him from, or I force him to switch out. I forget if I call that or not. I feel like I do. Yeah, I Toxic, because I figured he was going to switch out, and Toxicing this is pretty amazing because Cresselia is really fat. I don't have the best ways to deal with it, especially straight up. Aegis Slash after being set up could, and a Ghostium like Z move from Delphox, but besides that I don't have like a ton to do a lot, but he's gonna go ahead and set up Calm Minds. I didn't mind that too much. I didn't feel like there was much he could do to Altaria, and I wanted to get this chance in to Defog, and I think I actually do that here. I think I Defog right now because there's no reason for me not to. He's gonna Psychic, doesn't do that much, you know. I can definitely outlast him, and I am going to Defog. I think he might switch out this turn. I'm not sure because right now I can like Toxic Stall him. I can just roost while he tries to attack and stuff like that, and I'm going to win that battle because he's going to run out of health before too long. So he's going to switch into Donphan, as I do believe, yep, I get back up to full. I do have a pretty easy switch into this, which is going to be my Milotic. And I feel like this still does a decent amount, but yeah, oh yeah, because it was a critical hit. I was going to say, I remember it doing a lot, and I didn't remember why. So that's, you know, fair. I could either choose to recover here, or I could go for the attack. I think I go for the recover because he's probably going to switch out, which he does, but he's back into this, so that's going to put us in a little bit of a pickle. No, I went for the Scald, and I did almost half, so that's pretty cool. But I do have to switch out. I think I should still be able to live 2 normal Donphan Earthquakes. I don't remember if that's true or not. But I work as a pretty good switch into Registeel as well. And kind of Mega Lopunny, but eh. I go into Roserade because it can deal with Thunder moves and Bug moves, for what it's worth. Well, kind of. Thunder moves for sure, which is what I thought he was going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just go for the attack. I am choiced into this, but he doesn't know that, and I think I chance it, and I go for that hoping that he doesn't try to go into Registeel, but he does go into Registeel, as I obviously stay in and attack. So I cannot do any damage, which is sad. I do have some ways of dealing with Registeel, kind of, and I'm going to try and Aegis Slash it up, because he shouldn't have really much ways to hit me. So he's going to set up Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to start just being scary. I want to do a lot of damage to this, or scare him out and maybe get some damage off on something. He is going to show the Earthquake, which is a little scary, but between Leftovers and King Shields, I can outlast him until I can get set up pretty high to do some damage. I'm pretty sure I go for yet one more Swords Dance. He's sending Cresselia, I guess, to sack it off, and I think he is going to end up sacking it off because I'm pretty sure I just go for Shadow Sneak right here because there's no reason not to. But let's go ahead and wait and see if that's exactly what happens, and it is, because I changed my stance and I'm going first, so that's clearly what I did. I'm going to go ahead and take out Cresselia. Cresselia did not end up being much of a factor in this game, which I was super stoked about. And now he is going to go into, let's find out, Donphan, and I died of an Earthquake in sword form, and I actually cannot do that much damage with the 2 attacks that I brought, so that's a little unfortunate. If Donphan wasn't there, I probably would have been in a good spot to maybe be able to win. I would have had to recover a lot of Leftovers to not die to Mega Lopunny though, so there's just a lot of things with that. I'm faster than Donphan, so I know that I can recover faster than he can, like, hurt me. But he goes into Registeel, which I thought was a little interesting, because he's not going to be able to 1v1 me. But he could try and, like, Toxic Stall me. But I'm just going to try and get off some damage, because I actually really need this Registeel to die, because I'm finding that I'm having a hard time taking it out, and he is going to Toxic me, which is unfortunate. I don't have a way to get rid of the status, because I never bring Heal Bell. I don't know, it never really fits on, I guess, Mega Altaria, or I think Roserade gets Aromatherapy, but either way, it never works on Pokemon that I have, so, you know, it sucks, but, it is what it is. I'm trying to get the Scald Burn, but it's just not happening, which is really unfortunate. I think here, I either try to recover one more time, or I switch out, but he's going to switch out into Galvantula. I think I do recover, because I feel like I remember having to switch into this again. Yep, so I'm, at least at, I should be, what, somewhere in the 70s? 83. Yeah, so that's a pretty decent amount of health. Milotic is still pretty useful to me, even though it is toxic. I can definitely still make it work. I'm going to go ahead back into Roserade, and then we're going to kind of go back into this. Sludge Bomb is the only thing that I have that I think kills the Galvantula. There might be one other move that comes close, or either does, and I don't remember. Might be the Dazzling Gleam. Do I go for Dazzling Gleam? No, I just went for Sludge Bomb again. Hoping that he wasn't going to do the exact same thing. He did the exact same thing. And, well, we're back here. So, I go back into Milotic because I assume that, like, as long as we keep doing this and then I get off, like, one hit on him or something, I can make it work. But, Now he's going to go into the Mega Lopunny, and this is going to be pretty scary for me because I don't have like that great of switch-ins. Like this was going to be one of them. Mega Altaria is also kind of a Mega Lopunny switch-in, but I'm pretty sure it's lower on health now, where it dies to rocks, fake out plus a return or whatever. So I think my Milotic's going to end up dying here because I wanted to hope to get off a Scald and try to burn it, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't end up happening. Oh, he ends up switching out. Do I still Scald? Yeah, I do. So I'm slowly wearing down this Registeel, not getting my Scald burn, which is very unfortunate. I feel like this would be a time for me to try and recover one more time before I switch out. He's going to switch right out into Galvantula, and you can see there's just a pattern of like the same things happening, but he's wearing me down, whereas I'm not wearing him down enough. I am wearing down the Registeel a little bit, but it's taking a toll on my team for sure, which is, you know, super unfortunate, but yeah. So I don't really have the Roserade to be able to switch back in, and the amount of times I did that, I thought maybe he wasn't going to go for the electric move, so kind of called that, and I Scalded. Couldn't get the burn to get the kill, which means I am going to have to switch into this because I assume he's going to go Thunder move on this turn. But I feel like I don't go into Roserade unless I do. Oh, I just let Milotic die. Between the Toxic, the Stealth Rocks, Sticky Webs, just everything, it wasn't looking good for Milotic's survivability. So I am going to be able to kill this thing with Shadow Sneak if he does indeed want to let me do that. He could predict that, just go straight into the Mega Lopunny, but then there's, I think, a chance I could live High Jump Kick. I don't remember exactly how much it does. Or will there'd still be Mon games with like King Shield and stuff, so he's just going to get a free switch off. I think the free switch is going to be into Donphan because he scared me out with it earlier, so why wouldn't he be able to do that again? Pretty sure, unless he goes into Salamence. Yeah, okay, he goes into Salamence. I don't remember this too much, but I feel like, yeah, Mega Altaria is the way to go. Oh, it's actually full health. I didn't remember being at full health. I thought it was a little bit lower than that. But I should be able to deal with pretty much anything that he could go for, which is kind of a lie because it turns out that he did bring Iron Tail, and like that could have been really bad. But he's going to go for the Z flying move, and he's going to get me pretty low as I do defog, but that means that I pretty much can't do anything else. I am faster than the Registeel and the Donphan, so like should be. That's why I try to save it to see if I could recover up later. Although Donphan could have Ice Shard, which means that I don't really outspeed much. He's going to get a critical hit Earthquake here, which does suck, but I don't think matters too much, because I'm pretty sure it still would have been a 2-hit KO, which is kind of what I'm letting have happen here anyway. Because I'm not able to Shadow Sneak the Mega Lopunny, I'm not able to do that much damage to the Donphan, and I have to set up a couple times on Registeel before I'd be able to really take on the Salamence as well. So Aegislash was looking not as important, so I think that's why I let it die. To try and probably get a switch into Roserade because I'm Scarfed. Yeah, and I think this is where I'm going to lock myself into Dazzling Gleam to try and take this thing out, which is going to go into Registeel, which really sucks. I don't think I even brought anything that was able to kill Registeel in 2 hits from here. Could have maybe tried to keep going, but I ended up going into this. Oh, thinking that he was going to try and set up Stealth Rocks again. That was my only option. But he went for Earthquake and kills my Mega Altaria. It was risky, but if he would have went for Stealth Rocks there, and then I was able to Roost up, that it would have been a lot better for me, and it would have ended up working out more in my favor, I think. So, and then I could have killed him with Fire Blast. So, you know, but I'm just gonna go into Delphox and kill him with the Heat Wave that way. And I think here, I mean, it's definitely not over yet, because if I can get this Donphan low enough to where Roserade can kill it with a Dazzling Beam, that'd be nice, but I do go with this Psychic, okay. Based on that damage, it definitely seems like this thing is Assault Vest, which, spoiler alert, it is. And he's just going to kill me 1 hit, that's no surprise there. I have to try and take this thing out with Roserade. I don't remember how this game ends, like, at all. Oh yeah, he's got Ice Shard, so it doesn't matter. If he didn't have Ice Shard, probably still wouldn't have mattered there. If he could have gotten low enough to where he would have died at Dazzling Gleam, I could have choice scarfed myself into Dazzling Gleam and swept up from there, but I did not get Donphan low enough, and Rose Raid was too low to live an Ice Shard. Close Combat's also not going to kill, so maybe if he was a little bit lower, and then I could have done that out of order, where I could have sent in Terrakion to try and Close Combat this thing. But yeah, Donphan ends up getting like 3 kills, something like that. It was pretty scary. You know, he wore my team down, and we lose 3-0, which is, you know, it's alright. I felt like it was a pretty good game, but like I said, definitely felt like a good game, and I don't know, you know, definitely good game, and that is how our season ends. Very unfortunate, you know, but it is what it is, and I'm actually going to look really quick to see what the standings look like, so I can update you guys on how we finished. So it looks like we basically ended up finishing the season 3-7 with a -11 differential, and then if you include the forfeit win from week 11, I'm like 4-7 with a -8 differential or something like that, which isn't too bad. We're 5th out of 6 teams in our division, and out of all 12 teams in the league, I think I was like 9th. There was like maybe 3 teams that did worse or about the same as me. So we did not end up as the worst team in the league, which is good. Obviously we weren't the best. And yeah, this season was very interesting. Obviously had a pretty interesting draft, and I enjoyed using these Pokemon, especially Aegislash, and Raikou was really nice, as well as Diggersby. So there was definitely some good stuff in here. Obviously my team wasn't perfect, and my team building was definitely not perfect. So, you know, we tried our best, but that's the way that we're going to end up leaving the Draft League format, which is very unfortunate. But I was definitely happy to be a part of the NSTL and this league this season. So a bunch of the other coaches that were in the league are continuing on with the next season. The NSTL is it's like becoming or merging with the what's it called? PTL, I think. They have like a Twitter and stuff. So if I could, maybe I'll link the Twitter or something in the description. So you guys, if you want to see more Draft League content with a lot of the coaches that I battled against this season, you can go ahead and check them out and their future endeavors when it comes to Pokemon Draft League format. So that is pretty much all I have to say. There's not much. That's pretty much going to wrap up the season. It's you know, one game earlier than expected, but that's perfectly okay with me. I don't exactly know what I'm doing from here in terms of when you'll see me next. Definitely probably not any Pokemon, especially not Draft League format Pokemon. And so if you guys want to see more content from me, you know, stick around. I'll upload something eventually, probably, but other than that, I'm going to have to sign off for now. So thanks for watching, and until the next time, stay sly.